Yeah. So when I was thinking about this, I think sometimes maybe this is just me, but I get into like this all or nothing thinking. So it's like, oh, if I need flexibility or accommodations, it's like I need to ask for it all right now. For me, personal brand is really about trust. It's about what people think about you, what people see you as. And so when you're new in a role, it's very hard to have that trust right off the bat. And so one thing I would probably think about in terms of strategy would be, how can I start to move in the direction that I want to go? So if I want more flexibility, how can I show my boss that, if I work 2 hours at home one day, how can I, kind of have that proof that, okay, I worked 2 hours and I was responsible, dependable, I was there. Okay, now next time I might ask for a half day. Okay, now show that I can work a half day at home, no problem. Okay, now what if I go for a full day after that? And so sort of like building that up little by little instead of just going in right for the full, like I want to work 4 days in the office and one at home and this is how I want to do it. Yeah. So that was one thing that came to mind here. And yeah, I think being realistic is helpful. I've been really trying to change the conversation at work and talk about my kids, talk about how I'm not sleeping every night. And, sometimes I might be a bit foggy or tired, and just bringing that up regularly. Thankfully, I do have I would say, privilege of, being mid-career. So it's a little bit easier. Again, like I have that list of accomplishments that I can lean on. But I think it's okay. And as a manager, I enjoy or prefer when people tell me what's actually going on, because it's a lot harder for me to feel ready to give those accommodations without really understanding, like, what is this accommodation going to do for you? How important is this to you? Is this just because you want to hang out and not drive in today? Or is it because there's actually something really going on that this is going to make a difference? Because if my employees are feeling upset or unable to do their job for whatever reason, they're not going to be as productive or as great at work. So for me as a manager, it's kind of like a no-brainer to really listen to what's going on. And most people, as you said, Jen, like it's hard to ask for accommodations. Nobody like comes up and says like, I'm just going to go right in there. So when someone brings up flexibility and accommodations, to me, that's already like, wow, okay, this is pretty important to them. Something's going on that I need to pay attention to.